On this show, we cover some sensitive topics.
Though the obituaries may be outlandish, the people are real.
Names have been changed or omitted in order to respect both the deceased and the survived by.
While death is no laughing matter, some petty last words can provide some pretty entertaining comic relief.
Welcome to Obituary. Welcome back to Obituary. I'm Spencer Henry.
And I'm Madison Reyes.
Ooh.
You started it?
I pressed record.
Oh my God.
We were just...
The walls could talk.
Oh, if these walls could talk, honey, they'd be spinning in their chairs, okay? Because we just...
What?
We just gave them a performance.
Oh my God, a performance of a lifetime. I thought the windows were going to blow out.
My poor neighbors. I mean, I'm a relatively quiet person, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, considering it's just me in this house most of the time. But sometimes we just fucking... We sang.
Belt it out.
As loud as we can, and it feels good. And you know what? I gotta say, that's the nice thing, because I felt like when I lived in an apartment, I always had to be quiet and like conscious, but
Not here, honey.
not here, okay? I'll fucking sing as loud as I please.
My house is my concert hall.
Oh, this is our Wembley Stadium, and
Isn't that tennis?
that's the Wimbledon or whatever.
Oh, what's Wembley?
The huge stadium in London.
I only know about Madison Square Garden.
Oh, well, honey, because your name's Madison and you're square. Okay. Okay, so bringing a little chaos this week, which is good, because my coffin spinner is going to fucking bring us down.
Oh, no.
I know, but it's not even time to talk about that.
Okay.
Well, I'm in a good mood, because I'm headed on vacay tomorrow.
Oh, God, it's about time. You guys don't even know, and I didn't know until being next to you, working with you for so long now.
How horrible I am as a person.
No, how hard this man works right here. It is so wild.
I'm going to ask that this gets edited out.
Oh. No, you do.
We all work hard.
I know, but I didn't realize how much you do.
I think it's just more of a time commitment than people realized.
You are up from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. just on a screen.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
No, absolutely not.
My body's feeling different. Okay, I've had an eye twitch for 2 weeks, but
Oh my gosh.
but I'm so excited. I'm going to Palm Springs just for the weekend.
You need it.
I need it. It's my recharge, and I haven't been able to get down there for a couple of months. So I am excited to just lay out by the pool with Miss Hot Dog.
Just live your life.
Live my life, a life in the sun, a spot in the sun, baby.
Oh, there's something about Palm Springs that just feels healing.
Oh, so healing.
And I'm not even trying to be like, it really does.
No,
Like,
I've been going since I was a baby.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I get out of the car every single time, I'm like, okay, the air just hits different. I'm like automatically just
even
relaxed.
as a baby.
Yeah, when I was a baby, I let myself out of the car. Yeah, I was like a month old, and I just hopped out.
You just knew.
Hopped out the car, and I said, baby, it's right.
This is healing my soul.
I need this in my baby soul right now. I need it, okay?
Oh, God. Well, we can't really say much, but we do have some more exciting stuff happening.
We do, and we can't say actually anything about it,
Okay.
Madison. Come on, you're going to get us into trouble.
Okay.
We do have something very exciting coming, though, that we had a meeting about today. We are so excited.
I'm going to shut up.
And if you think you know, because you've been coming to our live shows and stuff,
Honey, you
It's
have
not even that.
no idea.
and if you really are new or you haven't been at our live shows, you extra have no idea. We got a lot coming this year, baby.
Oh, yeah, we spilled the beans a little bit about one thing, but not this thing.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
Yeah, and that's it.
Exclusive. Oh, actually, maybe we can talk about it on Patreon.
Ooh.
So maybe if you want to know some more secrets, head over to our Patreon, patreon.com/cultleader. The link is also on our website, obituarypodcast.com, where you can get tickets to come see us live and do all the things.
Yes, we can't wait to see you.
I watched a great movie this week, Madison.
Ooh, what was it?
Where the Crawdads Sing.
Oh, you were telling me about it because I remember the book. I never read it though.
But it's a movie, honey.
Okay. It's more my speed.
Okay. No, the movie is so good. Well, I had always heard of the book. The book is very famous. I never read it either, and I was just on, I think it was on Netflix, and it popped up, and I just started playing it because I needed something on in the background. No, I was enthralled.
Really? I'm really proud of you. This movie, Spencer.
Oh, I have been sitting and watching movies.
Wow.
Thank you. The hardest working man in showbiz. The hardest working man.
Oh, God, he works so hard. Yeah, I'm going on vacation.
And I watched a movie, okay? No, that's been like my weekend jam since we've been home, is just turning on movies and dissociating. But I don't want to like give away anything, but
please, it's like 20 years old.
No, it's like newish.
Oh, okay.
There is a murder that happens. And so it's kind of about that. It's just watch it. It's good.
Okay.
Once I find something that I watch and I like, because it doesn't happen a lot, I fucking go in. I'm like a recruiter. I am like an MLM girly.
It's like my sister.
Oh my God. No, your sister has a new favorite, though, every day of the week. I swear to God, we will be on the phone with her because Madison's sister, by the way, calls me now, too. And I love it. She'll just call me and text me, and it's my favorite thing in the world.
She was fucking stuck on Soul Surfer for like a whole year and made all of us watch it. She'd get mad if you didn't want to watch it.
Wait, do you remember when she was at your house not that long ago, and she's like, have you guys ever watched Real Sex? And we were like,
yeah, when we were kids, trying to fucking watch whatever
naked
HBO
person we could see on HBO.
Yeah.
And she's like, wait, no.
We all looked at each other like, what?
Because her son was sitting right there too, and we're like, okay, why is she talking about this? Because if you know.
Oh, HBO. But she meant that sex/life show on Netflix. It's super popular.
We were just like, oh, and she's like,
okay.
Oh no. She has a new show. Every time I see her, she's like, okay, have you guys watched blah, blah, blah?
Mindy Project. Yeah. She's stuck on that for a long time.
There was another one the other day that was like, oh God, what was it? Some political drama show or something.
Remember we called her once and she was watching like Navy SEALs?
Like blowing things up or something. And we're like, okay. But anyways, Where the Crawdads Sing. And then I also watched a classic the other day. You know the one, Eugene Levy and...
Oh, Best in Show.
Yes, Best in Show.
That is such a gem of a movie.
Oh, it's so good. It made me want to go to like a dog show.
Uh-huh.
We should one day.
Yeah.
I think we'd like it.
I don't know. Would we?
Yes.
Okay.
Watch a bunch of dogs.
Are they there against their will?
No.
Okay.
I want to put Hot Dog in the show circuit. She's currently between representatives.
Oh my God.
Representation, but...
Wait, speaking of dogs.
Uh-huh.
We got an email from a Geoff named Devin.
From a dog. We got the very first dog email.
Okay, but they sent this article that I thought was so interesting. I had no idea about this, but it's from KSN.com and it says Kansas boy donates tonsils to human remains detection dogs for training.
Oh, wow.
It says the boy was able to watch the dogs find them. They followed the trailing dogs on a search and they made sure the dogs got extra love. The boy and his little brother also had the opportunity to hide from the live find dogs A hunter even went out to the challenge to live find dogs. It was a fun day for everyone. People have knee surgery. They can donate the bone and tissue from the surgery.
What?
It helps our team to have newer human remains. It is a simple process. They sign a form and they give it to their doctor to sign, and then they can call us and we will pick up the item. Isn't that incredible?
You never really think of the logistics behind all of that stuff. Like,
I
how do
know.
these dogs know to find a human? It's crazy.
It's training, and it's the Kansas Search and Rescue Dog Association, or KSARDA.
I should send him my teeth. Give them back.
No! But yeah, wow.
That's pretty cool.
I know. I think it's cool to be able to watch them go find it.
Yeah, I'm going to train
know?
Hot Dog. I'm going to cut off my skin
Ooh,
and just throw it somewhere.
okay.
Life's short, baby.
Cut your skin off.
That's our philosophy around here, okay?
We are delusional.
You want to hear about some assholes?
I wonder if you could donate those.
Hey, probably.
Yeah, let's hear it.
A friend in need is a friend indeed. Is that the phrase?
Mm-hmm.
A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Mm-hmm.
What does that even mean?
I think it means like if someone needs something, you'll be their friend.
It's used to say that a friend who will help someone when help is needed is a true friend.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly what I said.
I feel like it should be... I don't know. Okay, hold on. I gotta think of my proverbs. Okay. I'll rework this. Okay, we'll circle back later. Anyways, this first asshole says, am I the asshole for refusing to give my wife's lawn?
Lawnmower.
I don't want to give it back. Okay.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, it's my favorite, the way that puppy purrs. I ain't giving it back. What the hell is going on? Am I the asshole for refusing to give my wife's family a large portion of her life insurance money?
Okay, let's hear it.
Let's hear it. We just wait.
We're
gonna tell us?
waiting.
Okay. I lost my wife unexpectedly, and it has been one of the most difficult times in my life. She left me with $200,000 in life insurance.
That's it.
And I used $20,000 of it to cover the funeral expenses. Now my wife's family is demanding a large portion of the remaining life insurance money.
What?
Her parents want to use it to rebuild their home in Florida that was destroyed in a recent hurricane.
Oh.
The thing is, they didn't have insurance, and I don't think it's fair for me to cover their losses with the money that my wife left me. My wife's brother also wants a portion of the money to pay for his college tuition.
What?
While I sympathize with his situation, I don't think it's my responsibility to fund his education. My wife left this money to me for a reason, and it's up to me to decide how to use it. When I told my wife's family that I couldn't give them the money they were asking for, they accused me of being selfish and not caring about their situation. They said that my wife would have wanted them to have the money and that I was going against her wishes. First of all, I'm going to pause you there. If the wife wanted you to have the money, she would have fucking left you guys as the beneficiaries. How about that?
Okay.
I feel terrible for my wife's family, but I also have my own financial responsibilities and bills to pay, and I want to make sure that I can take care of myself in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put myself in a difficult financial situation by giving away a large portion of the life insurance money. This is an opportunity for me to pay off my debts and buy the dream house that me and my wife always wanted. Maybe I'm being selfish, but I feel like I'm not in the wrong. Me and my wife never really discussed what to do with the life insurance money other than the occasional joke of buying the dream home we wanted or a starter one. I miss her so terribly. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my wife's family a large portion of her life insurance money?
Oh my God. I don't think so.
No, I think it's okay. Total bummer about her parents' house. Obviously, that's tragic to lose your home. I think it's insane that the wife's brother wants the money to pay for his college tuition.
I know.
That is bizarre to me.
It is.
This guy sounds super sympathetic towards everyone, but he's also like, I gotta pay off my I mean, when you lose a partner, especially if they were working, you lose your income.
Right.
And $200,000 is, like, for here example, in California, you'd be lucky if you could use that as a down payment on a house. The housing is so expensive. In retrospect, $200,000 sounds like a lot of money, but it can also go very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're given X amount of money for this and X amount for that, like $200,000 probably isn't enough to rebuild their home.
Mm-mm.
I don't think the asshole at all.
Yeah. It seems like they were smart about planning for something like this, like getting a life insurance policy plan. I feel like she would have stated in her will or whatever that she would want this money to go to her family.
Absolutely. Because me right now, the person in my life is a family member who's my beneficiary.
Right.
And that's because that's where
You
I
want
would
it to go.
want it to go.
Yeah.
And obviously that changes throughout time and whatnot. But yeah, I feel like it's actually really insane for them to ask for the money.
I think it's wild, and let the man grieve. He lost his wife.
He lost his wife unexpectedly, used the money to pay for the funeral expenses, a portion of it. I don't, no. Okay.
Okay.
This next one is not death related at all, but it made me think of us.
Okay.
So I laughed.
Oh, no.
It says, am I the asshole for how I handled my boyfriend eating fries we were supposed to share? Last night, my boyfriend and I were really tired after long days. He wanted to get cheeseburgers, so we did, and I said I wasn't very hungry, but I wanted some fries, and I asked if we could get a large to share. He said that would be fine. I ended up recognizing that I was hungrier than I thought, and I got a cheeseburger for myself. I asked him if he still wanted to do the large fry to share, and he said yes. On the way home, he was going to town on them.
Oh, no, I hate that.
About 2 miles away from the restaurant and less than a mile away from my house, I reached into the bag to eat a fry, and there were barely any left. Maybe 10 fries in the container.
No.
Including what was in the bottom of the bag.
No.
Which was unknown to both of us at the time. There were about a quarter of the fries left. I instantly became upset and said something like, you ate all the fries, what the fuck? And I feel angry and I kind of withdraw into myself a bit, trying to calm down, but I'm obviously very angry. Who the fuck would write this?
I don't know.
Write this? He says, sorry, I'm really bad about waiting to eat. And I say, that's so rude. You knew I wanted some.
This is why you don't let me eat on the way back from In-N-Out.
And he says, I'm sorry, I didn't know you wanted that many. He grows silent and we get home and I'm not letting it go.
Oh.
I want a real apology and acknowledgement for my feelings out of the deal, which is starting to feel like I'm pulling teeth. I'm getting excuses mixed in with maybe one or two I'm sorries. We end up settling on, I thought a quarter of the fries would be enough since you said you didn't want that many. But that didn't feel honest since there was less than a quarter left in the container and we didn't even know there were any in the bag.
Let it go.
Am I the asshole for being upset at my boyfriend for eating almost all of the fries and not accepting his defense immediately instead of a complete apology?
God, idiots. Oh, God. I mean, I
get why she's mad. I'd be fucking pissed, but
I would be like, you didn't respect my wishes, you know? I would feel like, oh, so you just sat there and ate all the fries and didn't think about me? Okay. But then I'd let it go.
This sounds unhinged to me.
I know.
They added an edit that said, therapy can't compare to hundreds of people on the internet telling you suck. I want to say thanks to everyone who has shared their opinion. I truly am here to gain perspective and make changes for myself to improve my relationship.
Aww.
And those things seem clearer to me now.
Oh,
the
good
post
for
is
them.
bigger than I expected, and I want to keep going through comments for new information that might help me or questions that pop out. But I think I've gotten most of what I needed, and I am grateful. I think I owe my boyfriend a heartfelt apology for how I handled things. I understand being mad in the moment. I would be pissed.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know any relationship I've been in, it doesn't matter who it is, okay? If somebody says, like, they don't want fries, or like, oh, maybe can we share? You're getting your own fry.
You always want fry.
You're always going to want them.
Uh-huh.
Even if you say you don't, no, I'm not hungry, I don't want anything.
Nope.
I'm going to order an extra fry in case you change your mind.
My mom always did that. She would never order fries and then always taking them from me. It drove me nuts.
I do think he's the asshole for eating all the fries, but I think it's very bizarre to me that you would take this to an online forum and write out paragraphs. I feel like there's more underneath this or something.
Yes.
There has to be. Okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my God. Well, I am up first this week. Do you have a side bitch?
I have a main bitch for us. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Her name is Gidget. The 15-year-old was best known for her Taco Bell ad campaign and died of a stroke on Tuesday in Los Angeles, said Sue Chipperton, her trainer. This is old.
This was Yo Quiero Taco Bell?
Uh-huh.
Oh
Uttering
my.
the words, Yo quiero Taco Bell, Gidget's popularity soared in the fast food restaurant ads. She lived a great life. She was born in 1994 and lived until 2009. And just as a side note, I'm going to read her obituary. She had a net worth of $40 million.
What? The dog?
Yes, because there was a lawsuit where I guess they got like $42 million or something in total. I don't know. I just looked into it. I thought that was crazy.
Wow.
Gidget, a female dog, played a male dog in the commercials. She was cast as the girlfriend of the Taco Bell Chihuahua, but the director changed his mind at the last minute and made Gidget the lead dog. Sue Chipperton worked with Gidget since she was an 8-week-old pup and traveled everywhere with the dog. Gidget even opened the New York Stock Exchange. Roles were hard to come by for the pooch after her popularity soared from the Taco Bell ads, according to her trainer. She was kind of a typecast, so she never really got much work after that, Chipperton said. Gidget was cast in the 2003 film Legally Blonde 2. She also had a role as an extra in the 2008 animal-themed movie Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Yeah.
That's what her life had come to over the years, playing small background roles, Sue Chipperton said. The Chihuahua loved being on set. She acted like a big dog and had a big dog attitude. Once she arrived on a soundstage, she had no trouble finding her way in front of the camera. She was a real pro, but when you look at the commercials, she really didn't do much, her trainer said. She didn't do amazing dog tricks. She didn't do stunts. She was just playing the character of a teenage boy dog. I just love this. At home, Gidget was laid back, happy, and low maintenance. Gidget was owned by Studio Animal Services, but lived with and was trained by Chipperton, who said she's been getting emails, calls, and Facebook entries since Gidget's passing. It's comforting, she said. It's touching to see how many people were affected by her and that they loved her. She was a very special dog.
I used to have the stuffed animal that I made my mom get from Taco Bell, and it's her with a cast on.
Really?
Yes.
Foreshadowing to your ankle.
I know. I gotta find it. I'm sure my mom has saved it.
I bet she has.
Oh my God. I love that.
Oh, Gidget, rest in peace, girl.
Rest in peace, girly. 15.
That's a good life.
I know.
She went and she just sat in front of the camera like, hi.
Hi, I'm going to play the part. You're not getting any tricks out of me.
I'm not jumping through no hoops, okay? But I will sit here and I will give you drama. I will give you enticing.
I will give you teenage boy.
Uh-huh. I can do both.
God love her.
God love her. God rest her soul. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll find out what had you spinning in your coffin this week.
Alrighty.
We'll be right back. And we're back. What had you spinning in your coffin this week, girly?
Oh my God. CPR had me spinning, and DNRs. This episode started out one way and went a different direction. I'll explain. So every time I take the dogs to the vet, I have to sign a paper that says something like, if they need to perform CPR or any life-saving measures, do you approve? Check this yes or no box, right? So I was like, well, why wouldn't someone check the yes box? But I know that that's ignorant, so I wanted to look into DNRs, or do not resuscitate directives, in regards to humans. However, I started looking into DNRs, and I cannot talk about DNRs unless we talk about CPR. So it started out as a DNR episode, changed into a full CPR history.
What does CPR stand for?
It stands for cardiovascular pulmonary resuscitation.
I knew resuscitation was in there, but I had no idea about the CP.
Well, first of all, CPR can double or sometimes triple survival rates if done within the first few minutes of someone in cardiac arrest. If someone's breathing or heart stops, we need to get it going again. So I found many methods throughout the years that they did leading to what we now do.
Okay.
Okay. It's a wild ride. I went over to cpr.heart.org, which is run by the American Heart Association, and I'll link the webpage because it's great. It has so much info. That whole domain does, and there's so many pictures and fucking graphics that will crack you up.
Really?
Yes. So CPR, or forms of it, date back to ancient times, like ancient Egypt. It always fascinates me how we have evolved so much medically. Like, I know we have said this so many times talking about medical procedures, but I read some of these and I'm like, what were they thinking? Back in the early ages, a few different methods were used, most notably the heat method and the flagellation method. These remind me so much of an episode I did. It was OBITCH Say Cheese, where I went through methods of figuring out if someone was really dead.
Oh my God, like the flag in the chest?
Exactly, like twisting someone's nipples or putting the flag into somebody's heart to see if it was still beating. Like, this is kind of the same vibe. So anyway, the flagellation method was basically just whipping or hitting the person who was not breathing to essentially shock them back into breathing. And then the heat method sort of made sense to me. I think the belief was that when someone's heart stops beating or they stop breathing, their body gets cold, right?
Yeah.
When they die, they get cold. What if we just heated them back up and got everything working again?
Sure.
Okay. So they would apply anything hot to the person's abdominal area. So this could be hot water or hot ashes.
Oh my God.
I
They're like
know.
fucking flicking their cigarette on someone's pelvis.
Yeah. Okay, so then next in the 1500s, another method came about called the bellows method. It started as a popular way of breathing life into someone. German/Swiss physician Paracelsus, who is also known as the father of toxicology, took a bellow from a fireplace. You know those like things that
you push the air in.
you push the air in and put it into someone's mouth, and that's how you would do it. You would literally blow air down someone's lungs. And this method was used all over until the 1800s.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah. Then the 17 and 1800s, during this period of time, some of my personal favorite methods of CPR were invented. First and foremost, mouth to mouth. It's my favorite.
Love a little mouth to mouth. Mr. Lifeguard.
Okay. It became popular and it was documented during this time. It was first documented when a coal pit miner named James Blair had suffocated after entering a coal mine that had just been on fire.
We love to learn about coal miners.
The fumes made him collapse, leaving him with no pulse and not breathing. He was said to have been down in the coal mines for about 45 minutes before he was rescued, and surgeon William Tosach used mouth to mouth on him as soon as he reached him, and he was able to finally get a pulse after performing that mouth to mouth. James Blair was still passed out once he had gotten him to breathe on his own. He still was like unconscious. So then the doctor used an ammonia smelling solution and he bled his body, which is a whole nother coffin spinner, like bloodletting.
Okay.
That we will do.
Imagine being the first person to receive mouth to mouth. You're just like, wake up, you're like, you did what?
You were kissing me.
Oh my God.
Well, James finally woke up and made a full recovery. He was back at work in the coal mines 1 week later after being knocked out cold for 45 minutes. This led to mouth being recommended for drowning victims and was used until 2008. We'll get to it later, but now we only do hands-only CPR.
No mouth?
No mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to learn.
Oh, I thought I was going to be kissing people.
Yeah.
Okay, there are quite a few more methods, and I just had to pick my favorites. So we have the inversion method. This worked well for drowning victims. The inversion method was literally like you would string someone up by their feet.
Like a piñata.
Yeah, and like lower them up and down, and it was supposed to help expel anything from their lungs.
You picture like a young person, but I'm like, picture like an old lady or something. They're just like, ow!
Okay, this next one I think is my favorite. It's the trotting horse method. This was another form of CPR used quite a bit for drowning victims. You would put the unresponsive, not breathing person onto a horse, like hang them over the saddle, let the horse go loose, trot around with this person on their back, and hopefully that would sort of act as like chest compressions before chest compressions were a thing.
What?
I know.
Just picture the horse run around with a little body on it.
Another wild one is the barrel method.
What do they do there? Throw you in a barrel and give you a roll?
Kind of. They would put the person not breathing on their stomach onto the outside of a large barrel, and they would roll them back and forth. And it was believed to aid in breathing, almost acting as, again, chest compressions. Then there's the Russian method. So we covered the heat method, but this method actually does the opposite. I guess Russians believed that instead of heating the body, they should make a cold body even colder to revive them. So packing a body in ice or snow and cold water was what they would do. So instead of heating, they'd go cold. This definitely wasn't going to restart someone's heart, but it slowed the person's metabolism, which helped prevent brain damage because of low oxygen levels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Other methods used around this time was the Leroy method, and this was the first method that seemed to really stress the idea of laying the person on their back and applying pressure to their abdomen and chest.
Okay, kind of like more what we know today.
Uh-huh. The most common methods used until the 20th century were the Hall method and the Sylvester method. These came in the 1850s. The Hall method was putting a person on their side and applying pressure to their thorax. The Sylvester method was laying the person on their back, raising the person's arms up above their head so that their chest could expand.
Love that already.
And then crossing their arms over their chest. And this was supposed to apply pressure and trigger an exhale.
Okay.
So then chest compressions came about. In 1891, Dr. Frederick Mass used chest compressions and some sort of ventilation to save the lives of 2 of his young patients. A few years prior, there were a few studies on chest compressions used in restarting cats' hearts, but not documented on humans until Dr. Mass did so. This technique did not catch on, even though he was a big advocate for it. And it didn't catch on until later on because at the time, people were advocating for open heart massage.
Oh my God. Like go in and just start fucking dilly-dallying with a ticker?
To get the ticker started. Early 1900s, there were many studies done on external chest compressions, thank God, along with the use of a defibrillator. And then in 1926, the Eisenmenger method was invented. And this was this contraption. It looks like it's out of like a sci-fi movie or something. Patients would be laid on their back, and then this thing that looked like a turtle shell was like placed on their chest. And it had a bunch of tubes connected to it. And it was essentially like an air pump that would suction to your chest, like pushing air down, pulling up to induce breathing.
Interesting.
Then in 1947, Dr. Claude Beck uses an electric defibrillator and it was successful, but the heart was exposed, however.
Oh, I hate exposing my heart.
I know. Then in 1954, Dr. Elam proves expired air, so air coming, I guess, from someone else, like mouth to mouth, was able to truly oxygenate someone and that it was sufficient in restarting a heart or, getting somebody to start breathing. In 1956, Dr. Peter Safar and James Elam conducted CPR experiments. HumanProgress.org explains that quote, "Together the pair perfected the initial steps of CPR, which included the head tilt maneuver to open the patient's airway and the precise method of mouth-to-mouth breathing. These experiments highlighted the failure of the commonly used chest pressure and arm lift methods of resuscitation and documented the superiority of Elam's exhaled air technique. In 1957, Safar wrote a book titled ABC of Resuscitation that combined the A, which is airway, B, breathing, methods of CPR with the C, chest methods. The book became the basis for CPR training. In the same year, the U.S. military endorsed their method of resuscitation. In 1958, Safar published the findings from his CPR experiments in a paper published in the Journal of the American Medical Association. And in 1959, Elam wrote a shorter instructional booklet highlighting his CPR method titled Rescue Breathing. The success of the publication led Elam to produce his own films that demonstrated the technique. The pair also contributed to the development of the CPR practice mannequin called Resusci Ann, which we know of as the Rescue Annie CPR doll, the first CPR doll. We'll get to her story in a second. The compelling evidence for their method of CPR meant that, in Safar's own words, the change from the old chest pressure and arm lifting method to mouth was extremely rapid. By 1960, their CPR method had been adopted by the American Red Cross, the National Academy of Science, and before too long, it was taught across the world. And that was what we have used until 2008, when they made it hands-only CPR. But all of those things aided in saving lives. Really quick, back to that practice mannequin that they helped develop. She was invented by them, and then also a toy maker named Asmund S. Lederl. And in an earlier episode, I talked about death masks. This CPR doll is a death mask, and she's used by millions. WalesFirstAid.com explains her story and says, quote, "According to popular myth, at the end of the 19th century, a young girl's lifeless body was pulled from the Paris Way Francois Mitterrand, which was then called Way du Louvre. As no signs of violence could be found on her, it was decided she had committed suicide, with some stories suggesting it was a case of rejected love that prompted her death. Her delicate beauty became popular with artists and writers who fabricated stories about the cause of her suicide. Generations later, she was still inspiring those fascinated by her mysterious story, and a practical and life-saving use was found for her fair visage." So, she is that CPR doll that we've all had to practice on if you've taken CPR, and that is her story. It's a death mask.
Oh.
Also, fun fact, I guess while performing CPR, you're supposed to say, like when you're talking to the doll, Annie, like you're like, "Annie, are you okay?"
Oh,
and I
Annie,
guess
are you
this,
okay?
the Smooth Criminal song line that says, "Annie, are you okay?" was inspired by her. Anyway.
Wow.
CPR is so important. We should all absolutely know how to do it, and I hope this inspired you.
Amazing. Now, what about do not resuscitate?
We will be getting into that in a different episode because it is far too long. I had to cut this into 2.
Oh my God. Well, thank you for that lesson. And I look forward to hearing about the DNRs.
Oh, we've got a lot for you.
Okay.
Oh, man. Well, should we take a quick break and then get into what had you spinning?
Oh, let's do it. We'll be right back.
And we're back. Spencer, what had you spinning in your coffin this week?
Really, I was crying in my coffin this week.
No.
Okay.
Why?
Well, I know this is a very difficult subject. In fact, I was super hesitant to ever cover this on the show or for a coffin spinner.
What is it?
The death of our beloved pets.
No.
Is inevitable.
Okay.
But just like the loss of our humans, it's helpful sometimes to take some of the mystery and fear out of it.
That's true.
So hopefully this makes it a little less scary for when and if we find ourselves in this position. It was pretty emotional to research, I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
But I learned so much good and helpful information. So I can only hope that this is helpful for all of you Geoffs out there, all of you fellow dog lovers like us or animal lovers like us. And we're just going to go through all the technicalities because, well, just let me get into it. We'll start with the basics. Like, what the hell does euthanasia even mean? Like, by proper definition. And according to the sprucepets.com, euthanasia is defined as the act of humanely ending the life of a living being in order to end extreme suffering, often as the result of a serious or irreversible medical condition. In animals, euthanasia is often called putting to sleep or putting down. It's got to be one of the toughest choices to make in life. I tried to think of like what I would want to know or what would I be Googling if I was in this position.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, it is unfortunately going to happen to all of us. I was trying to come at it from a perspective of like, okay, if this was my dog that was so sick and so old and I was like, okay, but what do I actually do in that situation? What would I be Googling? So I decided to look into it. Like, when is it time? When do you know it's an appropriate time to do this? And according to the AmericanHumane.org, they say that you should obviously talk to your veterinarian because they are the best qualified person to help guide you through the difficult process. In some cases, your vet may be able to tell you definitively, like, hey, it's probably time to euthanize your pet. But in other instances, you may ultimately need to make the decision based on your own observations of your pet's behaviors and attitude. So I'm going to read off some of the signs that may indicate that your pet is suffering or no longer enjoying a good quality of life, which is a lot of times what it comes down to.
Right.
If they are experiencing chronic pain that cannot be controlled with medication, which is something that your vet can really help you figure out and navigate, like, is this something that could be fixed with medication or are they just in constant pain that cannot be controlled? If they're frequently vomiting or having diarrhea that's causing dehydration or significant weight loss in the animal, if they've stopped eating or they'll only eat if you force feed them, if they're incontinent to the degree that they are frequently going to the bathroom on themselves, if they've lost interest in all of their favorite activities like going for walks, playing with toys or other pets, eating treats, or trying to get attention. Basically, if there's like big behavioral changes or changes in their attitude, if they can't stand on their own or they're falling down while they try and walk, or if they have chronic labored breathing and coughing. So once you make the decision, say you go through that list and you're like, okay, this is exactly what's happening. You'll also need to decide where you and your family want to say the final goodbye. Before the procedure is scheduled to take place, they say that you should make sure all members of your family have an appropriate time with the pet to say goodbye privately. If you have children, you might want to explain what's going on to them to help them prepare for the loss of the pet in advance, especially because for a lot of children, one of the first deaths that they experience is the death of a beloved pet. And it really is important to the grieving process, especially in children, to make sure they're in the know about what's going on, even though you want to, of course, shield them and protect them from that. But there are books, like there's a book called When a Pet Dies by Fred Rogers or Remembering My Pet by Makama Liss Levinson, that are both apparently really helpful when trying to help a child deal with this loss. But it's an individual decision whether or not you and your family want to be present during the euthanasia procedure. For some pet owners, the emotion may be too overwhelming, but for many, it's a comfort to be with your pet during the final moments. They say it may not be the best for young children to actually witness the procedure since they're not able to understand death really and still might not understand that they need to like be still and quiet when this is happening so that the pet doesn't get upset. There are veterinarians that will come to your house, which allows both the pet and the family to share the last moments together at home, which I think is really nice. And I would love to be able to do that when the time came.
My sister just did that.
I just think it's for the pet,
Yeah.
like for the dog or the cat, whatever, they'll feel more comfortable if they're like in their home with their stuff and their
Yeah.
people versus like being at the vet, which most animals I feel like are already kind of anxious when they're there.
My sister just had to put her dog down a few months ago, and we all went and said our goodbyes a few days before, and she had a home service come and do it in the home. And she said that he like got on his bed and was almost ready for it. He was like, because it was such a long, he was very old, such a long time coming, but it was as beautiful of an experience as it could be in the home
Yes.
where he grew up, you know.
I had to like take a break several times when I was reading about it. But I also reminded myself that this is natural. It's literally the circle of life. This is what's going to happen, but it's still tough, just like human death, to think about. And I think animals need to be given more credit too, because they absolutely know, especially when they're at a certain age. Like, I feel like they have those animalistic tendencies, like they know when they're gonna die. That's why a lot of like cats, especially, you always hear about like they'll run away from home before because they know that something's gonna happen to them.
Oh, my poodles growing up, when they were about to die, they would go out on the front lawn, like try to be away from the house as much as possible because they just know.
Like, it's time.
Yeah.
I want to go through the technical process, and I want to go through that as quick as possible.
Okay.
Your veterinarian will generally explain the procedure to you before he or she begins. But I had no idea. I'm like I know about putting an animal down and that they inject them with something, but I didn't really know what's happening. They make it clear, like all the animal websites are pretty much like, ask as many questions as you want, like whatever's going to help you. Small to medium-sized pets are usually placed on a table for the procedure, but larger dogs may be more easily handled on the floor. But regardless if it's on the floor or it's on a table, make sure that your pet has a comfortable blanket, like their favorite blanket or bed to lie on. In most cases, a trained vet will hold your pet for the procedure. The veterinary technician has the skill needed to properly hold your pet so that the process goes quickly and smoothly. If you plan to be present during the entire procedure, it's important that you allow enough space for the veterinarian and technician to work, because your vet will probably show you where to stand so that your pet can still see you and still hear your voice and have you talking to them. Your veterinarian will give your pets an overdose of an anesthetic drug called sodium pentobarbital, which quickly causes unconsciousness and then gently stops the heartbeat. And then your vet will draw the correct dose of the drug into a syringe and inject it into a vein. In dogs, the front leg is most commonly used. In cats, either the front or rear leg may be used. But the injection itself, really important to know, is not painful at all to your pet. Oftentimes, vets will place an IV catheter into the pet's vein before giving the injection, and the catheter will reduce the risk that the vein will rupture as the drug is injected. If the vein ruptures, some of it may leak out onto the leg. It just won't work as quickly, basically. Your vet might give your pet an injection of anesthetic or a sedative before the injection of the sodium pentobarbital, and this is most often done in pets that won't hold still for the IV injection. An anesthetic or sedative injection is usually given in the rear leg muscle and it takes about like 5 to 10 minutes. Your pet will become very drowsy or go to sleep, allowing the vet to more easily perform the IV injection. Once the injection's given, your pet will become completely unconscious within a few seconds, and the death will occur within a few minutes or less. Your vet will use a stethoscope to confirm that the pet's heart has stopped beating. Your pet may experience some muscle twitching and intermittent breathing for several minutes after death has occurred. They could also release their bladder or bowels just like humans, but these events are normal, no cause for alarm. Doesn't mean that they're like hurting anymore or suffering any more than if they hadn't. And after your vet has confirmed that your pet has passed, usually they'll ask you if you'd like to have a few final minutes alone with your pet. While it's definitely difficult to think about, there's something very comforting to me knowing that it's a very gentle experience and that they kind of drift off into unconsciousness. I've never had to put a pet down before, so I didn't really know much about it. I personally would absolutely want to be in the room. I've experienced a lot of human death. Some I didn't have the option to be in the room. I've read a lot of articles though from vets that are like, yeah, it's uncomfortable and it's really hard, but your dog needs you in that room. Don't make them be alone and scared in their last few moments, which I can't imagine. I can't imagine leaving Hot Dog and just being
Oh.
like, see you later. Like, I would have to be in there the whole time because I'd want her to know, like, I'm with you till the very end.
Absolutely.
There is another option. There's hospice care or end-of-life care, and it's kind of the same as with humans. Yes. The ASPCA says that pet hospice care, also known as palliative care, is an option if your pet is suffering from a terminal illness and a cure is not possible. The goal is to make a pet's final days or weeks more pleasant with the proper use of pain medications, dietary strategies, and human interaction. Pet hospice is not a place, but a personal choice and philosophy based on the principle that death is part of life and can be dignified. When considering hospice care, pet parents should be very careful not to prolong the suffering of the pets who are in pain or experiencing a poor quality of life. A participating veterinarian will teach pet parents how to provide intensive home care to keep an ill pet as comfortable as possible. Hospice care requires an active commitment and constant supervision from pet parents who work with their veterinary team to make sure their pet's life ends comfortably. If you decide hospice care is the right course for you and your pet, you will become your pet's primary nurse and caregiver, as well as the link between your pet and the veterinary team. Consult with your primary veterinarian and see if they recommend hospice care for your pets based on his or her specific needs if you find yourself in this situation, which is also really sweet to think about that you could do this at home. My whole thing is just always wanting them to be the most comfortable. Like, I, as a human, don't want to die in a hospital room. No, I'd rather die in my home.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And I feel that way for...
Because then you can get stuck there and haunt it.
Yeah. But for pets, too, like, I don't know. I want them to be as comfortable as possible.
Right.
There's so many things that kill me, even the idea of thinking about things like seeing a toy after a pet has passed away, any of that.
I have like welled up like 5 different times of you talking, and I do it to myself, and I'm sure this is what's going on in your head as you think about Hot Dog.
I thought
Doris and Desi.
She was like sitting on the ottoman by me when I was like writing this out. I'm like looking at her. I'm like, I hope she doesn't know what I'm writing about. She's in her own little world right now. She's asleep, I think. But a lot of people, too, I've also known people that should have put their pets down a lot sooner. During my research, I kept coming across things like talking about how unethical it is to keep a pet alive just because you feel like you need them alive or you want them alive.
Yeah.
It's a fucking hard decision.
Yeah. I had this conversation a few months ago, like I was saying, when my sister had to put her dog down. And I remember we were crying on the phone together, and it dawned on me for a second because I was like, fuck, like I hate that she's going through this and like that she has to make this decision. And then I was like, fuck, like I can only hope that I get these dogs for as long as she got her dog.
Yeah.
And am able to make that decision for them as like an act of love. And, you know, something tragic didn't make that decision. Like, I mean, like hit by a car, you know, like you like.
Oh, there's so many things. Or eating something. I mean, it would be devastating. I mean, it's same as humans. You want them to live for as long as possible. And we're such proponents of death with dignity. And like, if it's your time, it's your time. Like, if there's no getting out of it, it's like, I would never want to be kept alive just for the sake of being alive. And I think that's the same way with pets. Like, don't keep them alive if they're not able to enjoy their life at all.
Oh, wait. Did I tell you about this girl on TikTok that I follow?
I mean, probably. I don't know.
She does these TikToks that make me laugh and they make me cry. It's like a little skit that she does. And usually I don't like skit stuff.
Is she like the rainbow ones? Like, oh, you've made it over to the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, she like plays like a sassy secretary for heaven. It's hilarious, but I love it. It's Tarantino 21. But she talks about the Rainbow Bridge and she's like, oh, you know, so-and-so's over working the Rainbow Bridge. And like, oh, it just kills me.
The only reason I care if there's a heaven is because I'm like, just let me see my dog again.
Same. I know.
It taught me a thing or two. I was like, okay, I feel like a little more like I know what to expect at least. And that's how I approach a lot of things on this show the kind of the same way. Like, well, what do I want to know if I'm in that situation? Like, if somebody dies and I have to pay their bills, like what problems could I run into?
Yeah.
I feel like it just makes me feel a little more prepared for something that hopefully I don't have to deal with for
A very
years
long
and years
time.
and years and years.
Hey, she's a chihuahua. She'll...
Oh, those fuckers. She's going to be a little 20-year-old bitch.
I know.
We know someone that had a chihuahua named Precious who was literally like 20 years old. And she was
not nice.
Bitch. Oh my God. Every time you walked by, she
yeah. Towards the end, she just looked like a mermaid too.
Yeah.
Her legs.
Oh, poor.
Aw.
That was someone who Precious probably needed to be put down sooner.
Yeah. Oh, well.
But there we go.
Oh, God. What a doozy.
Yeah.
Let's move on, please.
Okay. Back to humans.
Yeah, back to... I can handle humans as fucked up as it is. Animals can't handle it. All right. I have an obituary for a beautiful human named Barbara.
Barb.
I got to show you her picture for the obituary. She's so fabulous looking. Really, really stunning.
Love her.
Almost.
She got her little dog with her.
She has her little dog with her, almost like an Elizabeth Taylor. Barbara, 76, a legend and icon to all who knew her, passed away peacefully on December 27th, 2019, surrounded by love. In doing so, she was reunited with the love of her life, Murray, her faithful husband of nearly 50 years.
Aww.
Barbara personified beauty, grace, and glamour her whole life. She was sassy, whip smart, and had a memory like a steel trap. Seriously, the woman never forgot anything. She was also absolutely hilarious, despite never actually trying to be funny. And she was perhaps at her best when her silliness caused her to dissolve into fits of giggles and laughter. There are too many funny Barbara stories to recount here, but a favorite is her insistence that if the Disney cruise the family had booked for a week lacked either alcohol or a casino, she would be jumping overboard and swimming back to shore. And she was only maybe 10% kidding. She adored clothing, makeup, perfume, music, chocolate-covered cherries, and a good vodka tonic. She was a phenomenal cook, and she enjoyed doting on her loved ones by whipping up specially requested meals. Her butter beans, in particular, were nearly as legendary as she was. She was born in Memphis, Tennessee on April 14th, 1943. She was a graduate of Memphis Technical High School. She went on to live in Shreveport and Slidell, Louisiana, before coming to settle in Roswell, Georgia, where she and Murray would make a life and spend many happy decades. Barbara was preceded in death by a whole slew of people. In honor of Barbara's memory, the family asked that you enjoy a toast, preferably with vodka, and tell someone how lovely she was, which she never was ever tired of hearing. In lieu of flowers, tributes can be made to Talbot's, QVC, or the Home Shopping Network, all of which were grateful beneficiaries of Barbara's love of shopping for many years. There will never be another like Barbara. Her family misses her very much and is fortunate to have had her.
Oh,
I love her.
love her.
I love that she's like, I'm fucking jumping overboard this Disney cruise.
Uh-huh. You know who else I love?
Who?
Little Meek.
Oh my God, more dogs.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
They wrote, "Aw, Little Meek. I don't feel like I should be writing this for you. Not yet, anyway. But I am.
Oh.
You took us all by surprise, and it's hard to comprehend that you are no longer guarding the gate on Geranium Way, always on the lookout when home. We anticipate you tearing around the corner of the kitchen door when the food bowls hit the floor, or dancing with your back paws waiting for your bowl to be set down next.
Oh.
And of course, you would be the first to finish, so you could try and steal a morsel of Zeus or Wilson's meal. You might be checking out the litter box for something of interest or searching for a pair of panties that didn't make it into the hamper. I see you contently snuggling with Kristen and Wilson, not wanting to be disturbed. What I really will miss is not having you beg for me to pick you up when I call out, 'Who's ready to go to work?' in the morning. Wilson and Zeus are there, but where is my Mika Chica Wika Pika Tika? Where's my little girl? Where's that cute little member of Heaven's Pets Welcoming Committee? Well, I do believe in heaven, and I do believe that all of our beloved creatures are there waiting for us to join them. I'm sure you're hanging out with Barney and Chip. The three of you are all smiles, tails wagging, healthy and playing. I'll bet you even have a stuffed toy alligator to do who knows what with. Some of us know what that what is. There are trails to hike, ski boats to ride, and swimming pools to run around. What fun you must be having."
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
There's a whole website that had obituaries just for dogs.
Why are they the hardest?
I think because they're just so innocent. They're just like, we don't. Madison is fully bawling right now. They're just, I don't know.
Oh, God.
Well. I know. The animal ones always make me sad. I think it's because we have them. So we're just like, we know how much we love our dogs and that we're like,
they're our best friends in the whole world. Oh, well.
we've spun it up. We've cried in our coffins. We've cried our obituaries.
Uh-huh.
So please, no more.
No more,
We need
please.
some laughs after that. We've spun in our coffins.
We've bitched our obituaries.
It must be time for one thing. It's time for some dumb
Ass.
criminals. You too. Same time. 1, 2, 3. Criminals. It's okay. Let's hear it. Who you got?
Okay, remember I think it was a few episodes ago, I said, oh, is it a porn squirrel? And you're like,
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about? Well, it's because we got an email from a Geoff about a porn squirrel. So I have to tell you. She wrote, I have a dumbass criminal for you. This happened close to my hometown. The store is a sex shop. So when I was reading this article out loud to my husband, he said, oh my God, he's a porn squirrel. Enjoy, Katie. You can say my name if it makes it on the pod. So it's like a squirrel, but actually it's not a squirrel, but a man.
Okay.
This is from local21news.com. A man has a warrant out for his arrest after police say he stole merchandise from Excitement Video and Toys and tried hiding it in the woods.
Oh boy.
According to Lower Allen Township Police, a report of suspicious activity was received on January 26th. Inside the car, officials say they discovered a 35-year-old man, Andrew Engel, whose car was stuck in a resident's yard. Along with Engel, police say they found a large amount of marijuana and stolen merchandise with Excitement Video price tags on them. During their investigations, authorities were able to determine that the stolen items were recently taken from Excitement Video. Engel allegedly cut the locks of the rear doors with bolt cutters. Cutters matching the description given were also found inside his vehicle. Police also discovered merchandise stashed in the woods between the back of the adult entertainment store and Orchards Road. Engel's car was also located near the location where the items were stashed. An official warrant has been filed for his arrest, and police are currently charging him with burglary, criminal trespassing, receiving stolen property, and possession with intent to deliver drugs. So he is still on the loose.
Oh my God.
Little squirrel in the woods.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, just stashing all the paraphernalia.
I love it, little squirrely girly.
Who do you got?
More animals, but this time they were criminals, okay?
Okay.
We have a few. First up, we have a foul-mouthed parrot from India that was arrested for insulting his owner's stepmother. This is in 2015. Police in the Indian state of Maharashtra taught a foul-mouthed parrot named Haril a lesson in politeness after they arrested it for swearing at an elderly woman. According to locals, the pet bird had picked up the rude habit from the woman's stepson. The two were embroiled in an ugly property dispute, and the latter had reportedly spent the prior 2 years training the bird to spout epithets whenever the estranged relation walked past his house.
Oh my God.
The situation escalated, and the boy and his bird were eventually called to the police station. Police should investigate and seize the parrot, said the stepmother. That said, the bird must have known he was in hot water because he kept his beak shut. We watched the parrot carefully, but it did not utter a word at the police station after being confronted by the complainant.
He knew he was in trouble.
Instead of locking the bird up, officials gave the parrot over to the local forestry department where he could presumably fly and curse freely for the remainder of his life.
Oh my God.
So he really did get extradited.
Okay.
Exiled. And then there was another story about a goat in India who was apparently minding its own business, just eating, grazing. But there was one problem. The petunias and the cabbages that the goat was snacking on belonged to a very important human, the distinct magistrate. It wasn't the goat's first offense either. The gardener who tended the magistrate's yard and ultimately lodged the complaint against the hungry trespasser had encountered the goat many times before. He'd even witnessed the animal leap over the iron gate that guarded the property. Finally fed up, the gardener called the police to report the offense. When officers arrived on the scene, they took the goat into custody and laid charges that could yield between 2 and 7 years in prison, plus a fine. Luckily for the goat, it made bail and was released to its owner. Little criminal.
God.
One of my favorite criminals. I can't stay mad at you.
Oh, my God.
Little goat girly.
Send them to jail at my house.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Well, felt every emotion on this episode, but about to be even happier because we've got some P.O. Box goodies to open. And I think I know what these probably are because we dug into the P.O. Box, which is also now in my garage, our storage unit. What do you got?
Okay, I haven't looked inside yet, but we have a letter. Hello, Spencer and Madison. As I travel my state and listen to podcasts, your podcast is my favorite. I heard your request for a gavel. Several requests, actually. I dug through some old boxes in the office vault of supplies, aka the land of the lost, and discarded items. I knew we used the mini gavel and cross-stitch gavels for a Christmas tree decoration many years ago and figured they had to be in the vault. I dug through several dusty boxes. I found them. One of each for you. Oh my God, I can't wait to see this.
Mini gobbles?
Hold on. I wrote you back in August of 2020 and damn near pooped my pants when you read, I know I'm the asshole, but I would do it all over again email. Oh, remember that?
Yes.
I rallied the office staff to the conference room so all could hear it. They lived it with me in real time, but got a good laugh to hear my story read on a podcast. In my August email, I mentioned my son manages a cemetery and assisted in exhuming a body to extract DNA to identify the male body pulled from the Missouri River in 1976.
Oh my God.
They did identify him, and the community held a reburial service for him and a new headstone with his name. The newspaper is doing an article, and I'll send it once it's published. Please do. Hope your tour is wonderful and you meet lots of Geoffs. Keep it classy. Sarah from South Dakota. Oh my gosh, Sarah.
Let's see.
Okay, let's see what. Oh my God. These are so. Oh my God. Little cross-stitched gavels.
Oh my God.
Wait. And mini gavels.
This is next level.
Next level. Oh my God. Thank you.
So cute. Thank you. I have a box here. I have a card that says, to my favorite dumb bitches with microphones, Spencer and Madison. Love you too. And Hot Dog Doris and Desi. Love Colt Babe and Geoff Meg. Sister of Meg. Oh yeah, baby.
What?
Haven't opened one of these babies in a while.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Look at
Oh
these.
my gosh, the logo?
Meg, are you kidding
Are you
me?
kidding me?
These are beautiful.
These might have to be on tour. Oh my
Should
God.
we bring these as our next tour?
Yes, as our
Gavels?
next gavels.
We've been bringing gavels on tour, but
Holy shit.
okay, but really, let's put these.
These are beautiful. Oh my God.
And a beautiful. I really like the color. They're like kind of a medium walnutty color.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous, Meg. Thank you so much.
Meg.
Let's
Thank
test
you.
them. Oh yeah,
Ooh.
beautiful.
Really beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. If you guys have stuff you want to send to our P.O. Box, we told you it might be a while before we read it, but we're going through them all.
Oh, yeah.
You can send it to P.O. Box 18149, Long Beach, California 90807, and the rest of our information can all be found on our website.
Including the P.O. Box, www.obituarypodcast.com.
That's going to be a www.
Oh, www.obituarypodcast.com for everything, even tickets for a live tour.
Yeah, you want to see these...
Oh, why say it like that?
If you want to see these gavels live in person, baby, you know where to go. But that's it for this week. We'll see you next time for some more coffin spinners,
Obituaries,
and dumb
ass
criminals.